Alright, everybody, I'm back. This is part two. First part, we did a bunch of major quest lines and got basically the gang back together. So, personally, I think we're doing pretty good. All things considered. Now, this will be part two. We just got the gang back together. Next is for, I believe, getting the Amulet of Kings. So we're gonna go start the quest up. Awesome.
Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to reclaim the Amulet of Kings.
Alrighty. That works for me.
And so we've come full circle. I led the original, perhaps, but I wonder, will history repeat itself or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear using the amulet again. Its power is both great and terrible. Destiny can crush us by fulfilling our wishes just as surely as it can by denying them. It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruin. Before its capture, Saitsahan hid the Amulet of Kings in the catacombs beneath the city. It is in the mountains of Calovia, the land of my youth. But I have little memory of that time. My exposure to the Elder Scrolls stole much of the man I once was. Speak to Saitsahan. He can answer your questions far more accurately than I.
Alright.
The time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sankrator. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. In ages past, Sankrator was a place of light, but I fear that is no longer the case. We must be prepared for anything. I have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear. It is useless to guess at a future that has yet to be written. You may hope if you wish, my friend. I will not judge. My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sankrator. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic, a ward of Stendar, the god of justice and mercy. Also, a god of well-earned luck. I thought this could not hurt.
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings.
It kind of feels like the Avatar Last Airbender where everybody went on their mission with Zuko.
could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel.
all three of them
and
following
this
me.
was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut up,
Thorn.
Thorn.
I like that. Oh wait, that counts as me too. Shit.
What brings you to Sacred Hall, old friends? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every movement?
Sai, no! Menimarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Moloch Ball, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendar, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Marco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet. Menimarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendar's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendar's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. He may not be able to follow for some time. We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can access the chambers where the shrines are located.
Or we can just go kill the bastard, but I mean,
Are you well enough to
there's
continue?
none of us here.
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo.
Damn straight. I'm Redguard too in this game.
Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Menimarco chose such a massive projected appearance. He's obviously overcompensating for something.
I like that.
Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless.
Alright.
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the
Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendar's ward. It will never be yours.
Is he overcompensating?
You still don't
Yeah, it looks like it,
understand,
yeah.
do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down
anything
and the
to loot here?
amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
No.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the
Oh. Okay. You really think you can do that?
In time, all of
Wait.
Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Menimarco.
I know it worked with Shea Gorath, but it wasn't a soul gem. He just, like, handed it over. He built the character up to be the new god. I don't think you can just take over a dangerous power. No, Marco. I mean, but Asia made Amulet Kings. Why? Asia and Asia are very similar in power. Actually, I felt Daedra have less power in this realm. I will find out.
Like Minimarco was immortal, I think I don't even less as a god.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe it'll work. It's just from playing Oblivion and remembering all the lore from that game, it doesn't make much sense it would actually work. Okay. Alright. I'm confused. What just happened? Wait, were we not supposed to go through that? That's weird. Oh, we weren't. Fuck. Oh god, I feel like an idiot.
Please, a moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
You better keep an eye on me. I'm getting ready to punch Tharn again. Sai Sahan is nothing if not determined. He once told me that achieving victory is like wrestling an ogre. You don't quit when you're tired. You quit when the ogre is tired. He'll see this through. Don't worry.
Okay.
Me? I'll chase Manamarco to the furthest corners of Oblivion if I have to. Vengeance is a powerful motivator. And I don't know if you've realized it yet, but under this hardened shell, I'm an optimistic fool who'd take a blade for any one of you. We're two of a kind. Stoic. Isn't that what people call us? Our hearts are connected, but we don't talk about our feelings. We don't even understand them ourselves.
Okay.
Maybe we'll talk about it someday, but today is not that day.
Perfect.
Set's tears. I thought I could handle this. Minimarco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment. I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Minimarco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. With every beat of my heart, they stab into me. That voice, Minimarco's voice, it taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end. He never broke my will. But I will make it through this, my friend. I did not endure years of torture in the halls of torment only to give up now. My pain has subsided. Let us make haste and finish this. We must consecrate the 2 shrines with Stendarr's blessing before the vault can be opened. The first shrine rests in the Dragon Guard tomb, where so many of my fallen comrades were interred. We must take care to respect their resting place.
The Dragon Guard? Oh. Like, if that was based off of lore, that would have been harder.
The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I've a surprise for you, sire. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragon Guard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Good. Kill everybody, but apparently it didn't. How are you guys handling it? Good job, everybody.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
Yeah.
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. Puzzle of sorts. The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
Of course. It's a puzzle. Okay. Well, if I remember correctly. Okay. You guys quit getting in my way. Okay. Okay. Was it this one? Yes, that was that one. Let's get away.
You did it! The bridge is down.
Yes.
Stendarr starting to annoy me. Kill them!
These consecrations beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
By the time I'm done with this quest line, my fighter skill should be almost maxed out.
Dank corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home to you, Titan.
You mean a crypt filled with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
It is much more pleasant in the summer months.
Really, none of them just get along with each other. They all poke fun at each other.
Your pathetic efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
By Stendarr's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Anamarco.
Okay,
Soon,
here's my biggest
you will
question.
know the extent of my power
Why does
and bow
Malik
before
Bog
me.
want you to have the Amulet of Kings?
Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manamarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
My old friends. Try and stop me.
Anyone else? How easy it would have been just to walk away.
There it is. The shrines have been consecrated in Stendarr's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendarr's mercy to open the vault doors. Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring of the doors to lift the ward. The door should open wide.
Alright. I'm assuming this is the casting circle.
Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
Oh, this is fun.
You are nothing. I am Manimarco!
Keep Manimarco occupied. I'll close the portal.
Minions, arise! Obey me!
Hold him at the portal. Focus on Manimarco.
Alright.
I get tired of these games.
Is he really dead?
Do you really think that death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known? This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
Worm! You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Okay.
Everything Manimarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on a pillar.
The Divines gave you a nose for a reason, Tharn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titanborn. Well played.
Is anyone going to talk about the portal that's been left in that room?
It is done. The Amulet of Kings is ours once again. Manimarco will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the god of schemes without paying a heavy price. I cannot imagine the torment that awaits him. Sai Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Molag Bal is still a great threat, and the plane melt must be stopped, or this will all be for naught. I've not forgotten Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover.
Yeah. Rest and recovery is a good idea. Well, there's another skill point. For some reason I increased my soul magic. That's interesting. Skills. Anything I should know? What? Yeah. What fighters? Okay, cool. And I'll unlock that too. I'm gonna need it later. Alright. Alright. Huh?
The companions assemble once more. Travel to the harborage. It is time for our final preparations. Welcome back, Vestige. News of Manimarco's demise spreads far and wide. Like worms, his followers burrow deep into the earth to escape the searing light of the coming dawn. As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molog Bal. The power of his worm cult is broken forever. That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do. In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molog Bal forces visions of his eternal torture into my mind. I can show you exactly what I see, if you wish it. Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Manimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Sai-Sahan will speak with you first.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny's a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link remaining. It is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but state it plainly. You are a great warrior and a trusted friend, and we would like to extend you an offer. When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner. The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King Manimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong, but destiny requires a 5th.
Okay, well, I gotta fix my chair. This is starting to piss me off a little bit. Okay. Did I not fix my chair? Oh. That sucks. Oh wait, here it is. There we go. Now it's starting to hurt.
We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic, but please, humor an old soldier. My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Sai-Sahan. We are equals
All those
now.
years ago, when we fought beneath our lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we 4 have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth and loyalty and justice. I, Sai-Sahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorkhan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew, and may the Vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sai-Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire,
Stand
I'll play
united
along.
once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes.
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. We must be pretty damn shiny by now. I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret any of it, but it occurs to me that we haven't had much of a chance to talk as friends. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal. Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world. Funny thing is, the farther you go, the harder it is to return. But when you do, if you do, you get to see the place you came from with new eyes. Me? I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep or grow cabbages. What? No! Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titanborn, shepherd, farmer, housewife? I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through? That's the real test of character. Anyone can face adversity, but give them power, and you'll see their true colors. Power over others is the way of cowards. Seize the power to choose your own path, to control your own life. That takes real courage. Oh, lots of things. Friends lost, missed opportunities, failed endeavors. Maybe the best we can hope for is to end up with the right regrets. I do regret not taking the time to get to know the people I fought with. I hope to change that. One last thing. You like mead?
Oh, yeah.
I knew I liked you. So, let's toast. To Molag Bal, that ugly skeever. May his privates be infected with brown rot fever. May our course be true and our hearts be brave, as we march into Cold Harbor to spit on his grave. Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, you felled the great Manimarco. Well played. You've done the Empire a great service. The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller. I suppose it is, but that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. Molag Bal remains a threat, and Tamriel is still in grave danger. First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must join them. Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul. I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince.
Nobody, yeah.
But we have the Amulet of Kings. With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is where your condition works to your benefit.
Really?
The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is to be repaired, I must attempt the ritual again, this time with you. Only if we use it here on Nern. But if we were to travel to Cold Harbor, we might be able to harness its power, imbue you with divine agency enough.
Are we
to
talking about
challenge
making
the
me into a
Daedric
god?
Prince. But there is a problem. Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a soul to consume, and I am needed to perform the ritual. More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning. Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived, and I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way.
Okay, Kratos.
This is my duty. Penance.
All right.
For my numerous failures.
It's the same
This
voice
is my
actor.
chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I'm not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I'm the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige. That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice. As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor. You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be severed once and for all. When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled,
So, going to...
Okay. We have to look this up right now. Collections. No. Journal. And achievements. Oh. We're really getting to the end now. We're almost at the end of the main quest. I thought there was more to it. Like... Okay. That's cool to know. We're getting to the end now. I thought we were supposed to go to Cold Harbor and rebuild it, but maybe I was wrong about that. Maybe they changed it.
Good. I found you. Speak with me a moment, if you would. Fine. Be about your business. I shall be in Ebonheart waiting for you.
Hey, get back here. Well, looks like that's the next part of the quest. Oh, this one champion level looking. Oh, I've got 3. You gotta be kidding me, I'm stuck. Oh, maybe not.
Hold there, Sarah.
Please, I was once like you.
Do your trading.
Greetings. I am Varnus Galarian, head of the Mages Guild. Yes, it's high time Tamriel was free of Molongbal's grip. The Anchors, the Daedra, the Undead, they devastate our fragile mortal plane. I want you to meet with Thrush, leader of the Hidden Armigers. He'll be at the Mages Guild in Mournhold. Even Yoren's personal agents think...
Awesome. Okay.
What do you want?
Comrade, a word.
Oh, I got so many quests to do here.
Think twice before you cross me.
Okay.
The manifest is full, but let's go. Well, well, if it isn't the hero of the Pact, glad you made it. I'm the leader of the Hidden Armigers. If you've heard of us, we haven't been doing our jobs. The Armigers do the Pact's dirty work. Sometimes that involves agents from the Morag Tong and other secret organizations, like Naryu here. She owes me a favor. It's a long series of stories we don't have time for. She saved my brother. I saved her life. We're back and forth. That's it for story time.
I like him.
You're here about Varnus Galarian? That crazy Altman wants to organize a secret meeting of the Alliance leaders in neutral territory. He'll be here any minute, so I'll let him give you the details. But don't worry. Little details. Making sure the right... Turns out I'm glad you came, Virion. I'm calling in that favor.
You mean you called me here without knowing if you needed me, Thrush? Ugh. What's the favor?
I need you to contact the other spy networks. The Eyes of the Queen of the Aldmeri Dominion and the Ring of Daggers in the Daggerfall Covenant.
Contact. You do me with the tips of my daggers. Repeatedly. Right?
No, no. This is a diplomacy thing. No killing.
Apologies for my
Waste
lateness.
of a favor, Thrush. Should have asked for something your lackeys couldn't do. We're even after
Thank you for coming so quickly, Champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Cold Harbor. But this places us in a delicate political position. Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces, and if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford... The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together, maybe cut a deal. You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat. I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince... That's all I ask.
Okay.
Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies. Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary. A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide. Humility is a noble thing, But you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about? And you need all 3 of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
People coming together for
That went
greater.
well, I think.
Right.
Shall we
I
move on?
love that. That's what I liked about Skyrim Civil War.
To Wayrest. Expect
Like
a
in the,
certain
main
level
questline.
of formality. The court of High King Emmerich is often filled with scandalmongers and subversives. Therefore...
Tell the lovely Dunmer, Naryu, that she is very welcome to disguise herself as a serving girl and show off.
Wayrest, really? I thought it was the Glenumbra. There's a castle there. Huh. Is there a castle in Wayrest that I don't know about?
Esteemed High King Emmerich, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Skald King Yoren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
The Skald King sends his personal champion into his enemy's stronghold? Either he has a lot of faith in you, or he's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak. Debella's legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess, I had hoped to meet you one day. We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take my meaning. Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people. If that's the case, I accept. That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, "I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty." I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then? What of him? Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be especially funny if you wanted my help. So, what was it you really meant to say? That would be utter madness. But I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Irene and Yoren agree to attend...
Okay.
If this is
I
an
understand
assassination
you.
attempt, though, I'm taking you.
Or a monger. Okay.
Give my best to Thrush.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations.
All right, let's go.
We have much to do.
Just so you know, I already knew that.
Oh, I love to mingle, Your Majesty. I'm gonna mingle their heads right off their necks.
Sean.
All 3 leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part. Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and... well, you'll see soon enough. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit?
Yep, I'm ready.
Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk.
Open the portal.
The word has been given.
A moment, please! I'll wait for you on the other side.
Huh.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all 3 alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins. I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation. I don't envy you the task. 2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you.
Okay. I'm the main character.
Third.
Do
Look!
you really
It's Lady
wish
Laurent!
to interrupt me?
Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you?
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my
Okay, there's
lords,
Thor.
this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus. Please don't interrupt us.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What are you willing and able? But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realm.
This is going about as well as I expected. Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected. An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it.
I tried, but these thick-skulled bastards will not see reason. But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there. Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand. You make some sense after all. I will support this foolish plan.
Oh, right. Wrong game.
Yoren is being stubborn out of spite. He's your king. Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Don't presume to think you can intimidate me. History will remember me as a bold and decisive leader who cared about her people. But you do have a point. If you can convince the others, we'll try your plan. Now, leave.
Your Skald king has all the patience of a bullet mating season. This is a negotiating table, not a battlefield. Can't you talk some sense into that thick head of his? That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest? I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion. Arkay's beard, you're a bold one, but you may be right. If you can convince the barbarian and the Child Queen to agree, I'll consider it.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse? I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise. With very good reason, but the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Chaldean, what's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Molag Bal!
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Shit, I don't even have Big Bub on.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day. Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him. Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island. After that terrible... Honored leaders! You have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, This alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
This way. The interior. Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we shall ever be. Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected. It's difficult to predict. Everything's been prepared.
Ready. Time to go to Cold Harbor.
Hello, what's this? Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good... Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City. Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. Quest. Quest! I just love how it rolls off the tongue. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly. Welcome to the beautiful...
So... this is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity. I think in this case, that's exactly what we need. You may refer to me as the groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care. The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Cold Harbor. It just needs life to return it to glory. It could be. There is no safer place in Cold Harbor, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please watch and listen. Long ago, this city existed in Nirn. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name. Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city.
Interesting.
The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within. As fortune would have it, the Ayleid King Lalorian Dinar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid King was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nirn. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts. Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has... This city shall serve you well against Molag Bal. Know that every choice you make in Cold Harbor will have an effect on the Hollow City. It shall be reborn with every person you save, forged into a weapon by your own hands. I am your advisor. We both wish to stop Molag Bal's machinations. I offer you what help I can. The Hollow City awaits you and your allies. Use it wisely, and it shall not fail you. You must gather those who were lost, King Dinar and Vanus Galarian have vital roles to play, and they must be at your side. Rescue your missing companions. You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course, but they are as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies current and soon to be, all have important parts to play in this endeavor. As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for those you trust and who would be willing to join us here. Go west, beyond the Moonless Walk. There you shall find the Ayleid King, held within a tower of darkness. I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid King, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free King Dinar, you must recover the lights of Meridia. The lights, as you no doubt noticed, Molag Bal's realm has its own defenses. Things that teleport onto the rumors only. Originally, the lights. King Dinar is...
Okay. Cold Harbor. There's one place I want to check out first. Then we'll go and start getting some people.
Opulence.
That's good. That's what the tents and structures are. Alright. Wrong place. Maybe not. East. First place we're going is over here. There's two.
This one and his beloved mate sought shelter. This one and his mate. This one's...
They've been captured. I arrived with a few other wizards, conjuration masters. They were... Collect the gatekeeper.
Reminds me of Mass Effect when you build your own army. Leave your to that way shrine. Teleportation disaster.
trial is over. An ex... Oh, good. A guard. And I thought this was going to be boring. The guilty are come in the judgment. Excellent. Head down to the holding cells and free my companions. I'll guard our way out.
Okay.
You're no guard. Grab that key on the table and open these cages.
Ah, the fresh air of freedom. Thanks for opening that cage.
Guilty? Me? I'll make them rue the day. Rue, I say.
Great rescue, but now what? Do you have a plan or a... Thank you. This one thought we were done for after Judge Zivin sentenced us to death. How do we get out of the hole? Malcolm?
They cast a shield spell on the gate. We're trapped.
We'll deal with the gate. Just keep them away from us until we're done.
You have been judged.
Well,
you won't escape. Guilty! Guilty! I pronounce every one of you guilty as charged! Time for you to die now.
Who's next?
The penalty is death. I'll execute you myself.
You've been judged and found wanting, Sivan.
Enough fun and games. Let's get out of here.
The diversion I set up is working. Hurry before the Daedra notice and come after us. We fought well, didn't we? I think we might just have a chance at turning this disaster into a successful operation. We've opened a portal to the city. Feel free to use it if you want. We're in your debt. Without your help, the others would still be locked away, or worse. All right, let's head out. We've got portals to stabilize, you know.
save the mages.
The great and wondrous Vanis... Greetings. This magical projection presents my current plan to my allies. Separated and alone, I decided to complete our mission, personally. I enter the... In case it needs to be said, the Black Forge creates all of Molag Bal's vile weapon. No need to You there, please. What are... When Vanis Galerion... Yes.
sense that the essence, the slave. What can I do? Aren't you listening?
Escape. And how will that help this one? Always with them.
I wish we... And what were you... Oh, so...
Don't run off. Alexis. Why would I do such a thing? Oh, Alexis.
My primary function.
What's 7?
I saw you. Why? It...
Did you? They plan to use the green.
bindings. Then these through the...
Insolent intruder! The mage belongs to me!
And vitality. Welcome back. And now stamina returns. How I've missed you, old friend. Ah, much better. Now, follow me out of this foul place. Then we can talk.
All right.
Perhaps I shouldn't have attempted this by... Yes, the Great Shackle, where the plane meld begins and ends. I thought I could deal with it on my own, but I was wrong. You have restored me, released me from... The time has come. The Great Shackle must be destroyed. This won't be easy. Is there anything else you want to ask me before we move out? What can I tell you that is... They wanted... While the Dark Anchors have been able to pull portions of Nirn into Cold Harbor, the Great Shackle has the power to steal our entire world!
Okay.
A barrier spell on the door? How pedestrian. Give me a moment and I'll open the way. I must be weaker than I thought. That took a lot out of me. Once we get inside, you take the lead.
Okay.
I need to conserve my energy for dealing with the shadow. So I leave the hacking and slashing up to you. Lead on. Remarkable. This could be what we're looking for. Very interesting. It appears to be... No! What have you done? Oh, wait! You reversed the energy flow. Good work! Now go upstairs and find the other conduits. You don't have an unlimited amount of power at my disposal, so you'll need to deal with me.
Someone out there? We could use a little help in here. Hello? Can you let me out of this cage, please?
You there! Over here! Would you be so kind as to open this cage? You have my thanks, friend. Someone needs to pay for locking me away in this dung heap. And I need to bust some heads, so I'm going to help you with your mission.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that. I thought I would rot in that cage forever. What an excellent idea!
It's a shame. Howell's there.
We meet again, fella. Oh, you know a hidden path beyond.
I never expected that reversing the conduits would cause that poor creature to explode. Ah, well. Let's move out! The Great Shackle isn't going to destroy itself, you know!
How about the vile shackle? We're going to give you a damn good thrashing.
Defend me while I cast this extremely powerful and fantastically impressive spell!
Yes! Yes!
Keep them off me. I have to concentrate, and even the least distraction can be disastrous. Deal with those creatures. Must I do everything on this mission?
Healer!
It must be electrifying to watch a master such as I while I work. I need more time. Don't let those creatures get past you.
Don't worry.
great shackle has been shattered! The threat of the plane meld is no more!
Jolly good. And as soon as you deal with the planar vortex, everything will be right as rain.
What? Explain yourself, man. What planar vortex?
The shackle formed a planar vortex, kind of like an oblivion straw that will suck Nern right through and into Cold Harbor. Quite amazing how I knew that.
Enough! We can discuss this back in the Hollow City. I'll open a portal before this entire place collapses on top of us.
Yes.
With Vanus and the Mage's Guild to aid you, you've gained a strong advantage in this fight.
We have accomplished great things this day, my faithful friend. Was there ever any doubt? Between your skills and my formidable magical prowess, the destruction of the shackle was a foregone conclusion. We aren't finished yet, however. Cadwell claims that we have more to do if we are to truly save Nern. I would love to explore this lost city, but apparently we still have much to do. This planar vortex that Cadwell describes concerns me greatly. Let's head inside and formulate a new plan to deal with this danger. If what Cadwell says is true, our job isn't finished here. And I'm positive we got the Daedric Prince's attention at the shackle. He won't be too happy about what we... I need to consult with my colleagues in the Mages Guild. We need to gather whatever information... Let the mages inside know that I'll be joining them in a moment. I need to finish with Cadwell and the groundskeeper first.
You must be the person who rescued all these people. We were part of Varnus Galerian's group before. Well, before everything fell apart. The four of us, yes. There were many more, but, well, you've seen it out there. Even our fabled leader was lost to the harsh plain of Cold Harbor. We're all that made it back. What? You've got to be kidding. I saw him being torn away. There's no way they'd let him live. You must have him mixed up with someone. There just isn't.
Ah, my old friend. I thought we'd lost you.
What?
So good to see you all again, my friends. I'm glad we all made it here safely.
Barney, you're alive. That's wonderful.
Ah, dear Nalia. My heart fills with delight at the sight of you. Yes, I am safe.
Where have you been, old friend? Trying to win the war all by yourself again?
Well, yes, but I ran into a bit of trouble. Our friend here showed up and lent me a hand.
Well then, you have our thanks. I'm not sure we could have gone on without Varnus.
Cheer up, dear Nalia. I'm here now. But our mission isn't finished. We have to destroy the planar vortex and end the plane meld.
Do you have a plan, old friend?
I know what we need to do. I'm just not sure how we go about doing it. We need to discuss this with the Fighters Guild. We need a council of war.
Alright. I think now it's about a good time to take a little break. But one last thing I want to check out. Having a house in Cold Harbor would be nice. And then I'll make good use of all these tents if I can buy it. Question is, do I buy it with crowns or not? God of Schemes achievement. 1 million gold or 5,600. So it's actually pretty cheap. I'll have to get this sometime. I think this is meant for you to build up here, like, the way this is flat. It's meant for you to build your own structure. But gotten pretty good, actually. So far. There's the pages go. This place get bigger? This is where the Mage's Guild is. That's good. Alright. I think it's almost about time to call it for this round. Part 3 will be me getting the rest of the army and whatnot and soldiers. I mean, the place is starting to get a little more lively. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's a good place to call it. Thank you all for watching me. I pretty much enjoyed the stream a lot today. All in all, it turned out pretty well. So thank you all. Let me add some light. There we go. Yeah, all in all, it was a pretty good stream, to be honest. I'll be back on later. I'm gonna take a little nap after doing all that. That was kind of I'm tired. It's been about a good 4 hours in. I'll come back out. The next stream will be part 3, and part 3 will consist of basically the last part of the main story, which would be I believe it's finishing getting all the allies around the map of Cold Harbor, and then we fight the actual Malik Bog himself and ascend into a final form. But all in all, I think it's going to be a pretty good thing. Thank you all for watching, and